Philadelphia 76ers took out the Cleveland Cavaliers 132-130. It was a battle between the Fresh Prince and the King. And the Fresh Prince came out victorious. Now look, man, that game was an exciting game, especially down the stretch. One thing about Philly though, they were up almost 30 at one point. Yeah, 30 at one point. How do you blow that lead? Like, how do you get so comfortable and let a team back into the game when you're up that much? And I know sometimes guys are like, well, you got lackadaisical with the ball, or we're a young ball club. But that's when you're supposed to keep pouring it on, not taking your foot off the gas, especially against a veteran team, a team that's been to the finals 3 straight years. They have LeBron James. You kind of want to demoralize them. And I think that's the biggest problem in the Eastern Conference. Nobody wants to demoralize LeBron James or nothing. Like they showed him the utmost respect, and I get it. You show guys respect, but you have to try to take out their heart, demoralize them, whoop them really bad. You know what I'm saying? Send them home to mommy. But for some reason, Philly didn't get the memo. But it was a really great game. Ben Simmons had like 27 points, 15 rebounds, 13 assists. LeBron James had 44 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. It was a high stat game. Marco Bellinelli had 23. JJ Redick had like 28. Jeff Green had 30, 32 or something like that. That game was crazy. That game was like a video game. I want to talk about the stats really quick because a lot of guys are getting triple doubles now, especially LeBron James, and it's a lovely stat. And I already made a video about how it really is overrated or whatever. It's very overrated. But here's the thing about the stats today in the league. Guys are averaging high stats, but it's not against physical play. Steven Jackson said this when people were saying like, oh, LeBron's numbers, they just keep getting better and better. He was like, it's not like people are really trying to stop him. And what he means by that is there's no physicality anymore, where even if we taking out the hand checking of the game, guys aren't trying to hard foul guys anymore. They're not trying to jam up guys or really be physical. You know, in the 80s and 90s, guys would go to the rim and get hit hard. Even if it wasn't a flagrant foul or guys weren't trying to injure you, they would still let you know, hey, this is not going to be a cakewalk to come in the paint. And in that game, Ben Simmons and LeBron James did whatever they wanted to do. They were getting in the paint however they wanted to get in the paint. They were just doing whatever they wanted to do, however they wanted to do, with no impediment from the defense. A team scores 132 to 130. There's no defense. There's no physical nature in that game at all. And the NBA wanted this. They wanted a high-octane offense. They want a less physical game. But when guys are getting these great numbers and everybody thinks it's so great, why don't you compare it to a guy that was getting hand-checked, getting hit hard, elbowed, slammed to the ground, and they were scoring 60. Like, you're looking at people like Jordan had 69 in a playoff game. Elgin Baylor, 61 in a finals game. You're looking at people like, you know, James Worthy, triple-double, game 7, in an era where guys put their hands on you. So, like, to me, like, I like what these guys are doing today, but the numbers back in the day against that kind of defense, guys is whacking you, that's way more impressive. Because if you factor in how it is played today and you take a guy from that era, put him in today's game, just off pure offense, if a guy scored 40, he possibly would score 60 in today's game or 70 in today's game. If a guy scored 50, like back in the day, he could possibly go for like 90 or whatever the case is. And I'm not exaggerating this because today is not physical at all. There's no physical nature to the game. People say today's athletes are bigger, faster, stronger. Yeah, bigger, faster, stronger, but the game is much more pity-pat, less physical, and weaker. The game is weaker. How is it that we have bigger, faster, stronger players, but the game in terms of physicality on the court, like defensive-wise, is weaker? So it makes no sense. But that's a story for another topic. But just so people don't get carried away and like, oh, these guys' numbers, and a lot of guys are going to eclipse a lot of guys' numbers. Like, I think LeBron's going to eclipse Jordan's score record, of course. KD might eclipse Jordan's score record. So, but when you're looking at guys like Mike, Kobe, Magic, Larry, those numbers that they got, Isaiah Thomas in the playoffs, especially against that kind of defense, is different. It's different. It's different. This game was a statement game for Philly. It showed that they're a dark horse. They're not quite top 10 in offense yet. They're 14th, but the top 10 in defense, ranked 4th. So they can upset a team. I foresee them being able to upset a team, especially if they play Cleveland. I know they got Miami in the first round, but if they see Cleveland in the second round, that's something that can be an upset. Especially like when you look at the game, it came down to LeBron having to score so many points, do everything for the team, and down to free throws. He was unable to tie the game. And for Philly, it came down to being young and inexperienced and dumb. Because why would you foul a guy that's going to take a fadeaway 3 out of bounds? I know he made it against the Wizards, but I mean, that shot is a tough shot. It's a tough shot. It's not like it's a gimme shot. I would rather him make the tough shot than foul him with a chance to tie the game. So that's just that youth and inexperience. But what was impressive for Philly, Joel Embiid didn't play, guys. So imagine him in the game. And Cavs were at full strength. So going forward, everybody's saying that playoff LeBron needs to show up. Yes, he does need to show up. But is that going to be enough? Because he had 44, 11, 11, like something like he would do in the finals. And they still lost the game. This is something that's concerning for the Cavs if you really look at it. So we'll see how this plays out. I know a lot of people thinking, well, where is LeBron James' next place to go? If he doesn't get to the finals, I would say Philly. I would say that's definitely a place that he would like to really consider. Go to Philly. You got young guys that can play defense. You got shooters. Redick, Bellinelli, Saric, Covington. All those guys can shoot. So now you're cooking with a whole lot of gas. You feel me? So we'll see how it goes. This game is a lot telling for both teams. If Cavs can look at it like, look, we had great effort, whatever the case is, but we need to get LeBron way more help. And Philly could look at it like, if we can tighten up our offense, we could possibly come out of the East. Let me know what you feel about that.